We I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for us? I wanna be together, be together. Babe, I want your love. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters. I
yo, solid, you the realest.
Friends with the monster, I'm tired of these imposters. Can't get you out my head, you know that I want you, yeah. There's something here, you know that I need you, baby. Right here, baby. Oh, girl, what you put me through, I can't get over you. Something new, my darling, I will find peace of mind. Monsters in my way. I'm friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my head and I see you in my friends with the monster, friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my head. I'm going crazy, I can't hold it back. You say it's love, but what the fuck is that? My mind keep taking me to places so cold. I'm in my head somewhere I need to just nah. Sometimes I can get you out my mind. I know this ain't right. I can fight you every time. I know I can't move on. Some keeps on driving me on. Can't hide from the monster. I'm friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my head and I see you in my I'm friends with the monster, friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my friends with the monster, I'm friends with the monster. You know that I see you in my bed and I see you in my head.
Hey, yo, solid, you the realest.
No texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not how you fool me, no. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem, no. 'Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find
Peace, peace. I have not done. I've been lacking. Happy Friday. Shit, that sounded trash. Like real talk. I mean, I hear it on my headphones, but on my monitors, that shit didn't sound right at all. But anyway, I ain't about to worry about that. Peace and blessings to everyone that's tuning in tonight. You are here of another edition of the Black Bottom Broadcast. I'm your host, Ross Lee. Well, I'm here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. Damn, all my shit acting crazy. See, wait, cowboy, it's put up. It sound okay. I can hear you. All right, cool. All right, cool. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. Some of my little effects on certain aspects has been acting janky, but as long as y'all can hear me, God bless. Whew. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a good week. Hope everyone's been productive. And I definitely hope that everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. See, hold on. See, that's what I'm talking about. My shit's acting janky. So give me 1 second while I take care of something right quick. Cause all right, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I know I'm struggle streaming. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Struggle streaming. I'm broke. I'm broke. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Dang. This shit wait till I get ready to start a show and want to start doing nigger shit.
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be L. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Anywho, all right, I'm good now. I hate that shit. I'm backing up my thing right now. Hold on, what you say? I'm doing okay. Just ready to get out of Chicago. Hey, look, I ain't mad at you. I've been gone out the city for quite a number of years. It ain't the same no more, man. Motherfuckers ain't got no respect. They ain't got no love. They ain't got no coof. They ain't not. They ain't got no composure. Y'all mayor out there is cutting up, doing all kind of shit and saying all kind of crazy ass bullshit. Like, come on, man. Let's keep it 100. You care more about the money that's in your pocket and the illegals to try to keep the democratic machine moving, and you care about your own communities and people. At least, God rest his soul, Harold Washington at least cared about his people. But see, that's when the Democratic Party back in the mid and late 80s started to shift and change to another agenda as far as what they was trying to do. Oh, shout out to you. Hold on. I see. Oh, my bad. Sumerian Nation. Okay, that's an interesting name. Shout out to you. Hope you you tuned in and you're going to check out the show. Hey, for all those that are new, please hit the like button on the way in. Definitely subscribe so you can get and hit the bell so you can get all future notifications on what we do here at the Roscast. But anyway, I made a post yesterday before I go further with the show. I made a post yesterday on Facebook that I think a lot of women, yeah, they moving. It's slow dragging, but that's cool though. I like it like that. I'm so sorry I can't talk English, but I am trying. Hey, where you from? Where are you from? Please give where you from. Shout so I can shout out where you from. Because hey, look, the good thing about this platform, we can stretch out not just locally, not just from state to state. This platform where we on right here is global. So if you digging what we doing, man, shout out, tell me where you from so I can shout you out because it's a blessing. You could be anywhere else in the world. You could be doing something else somewhere else. Oh, from Mexico. Okay. All right, Jefe. All right, senorita. You know, shout out to you. Shout out to those in Mexico that's tuning into the Black Bottom Broadcast. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I did a post yesterday, but I'm about to start off with the show in a minute. Just hear me out. Story time. I did a post yesterday that I think rubbed a lot of people wrong in my region in the Midwest. Because I used to be in certain circles as far as in the social club world we supposed to been um doing community service, supporting each other, giving to giving to the community and all that, right? But I saw it as time went on for what it really was. An excuse for bad behavior, an excuse for debauchery, an excuse for getting your get. Because before you got involved in that, you was probably a nobody, right? I didn't get into it for that. And I was already known long before I got involved in it. It's just the circles that I got involved with didn't know who I really was. And that's fine. I'm not here to lay down my whole history and my background to try to come up with some kind of justification or some kind of thing whatever I was doing, Ross. I was eating my salad and I got on Facebook and I seen your post and I spit my food out when I said laughs so I couldn't even breathe. Oh shit. She couldn't breathe. Hey, listen, I don't know what y'all doing. This is my this my one of my A1 day ones right here that's on the screen right now on the chat. And I'm like heavy again. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're drinking on some Tito's. I don't know if you're drinking on some water. I don't know if you're drinking on some juice. I don't know if you're drinking on a beer. I don't know if you're drinking on some Hennessy. But when we say we can't breathe, hey, look, when you hear anybody say we can't breathe, on some George Floyd shit, we gotta take a shot. So hey, shout out to you. She spitting them bars. She can't breathe. Goddamn. Hey, look, I mean, it is what it is. Look, I said that because yeah, I'm not involved in that circle like that anymore, right? I got out for a lot of different reasons. But I remember back in the days, because I had been in it for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see certain women back in the day and how they was looking. and things like that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, cool. And as time went on, as the years went on, as the the eats and the sleeps and the laziness, y'all can show y'all going to parties, smacking each other's asses in a circle, throwing that ass in a circle, donkey ass, silverback ass, whatever the fuck. I'll never see y'all motherfuckers showing videos of y'all selves in the gym, like working that shit out. Cause as we get older and we eat what we eat, especially if it's trash food, you gonna have to burn that shit off. And what I've noticed and what I've seen was crazy, right? And I know a lot of them got pissed off at me for saying that. But let me ask you a question. Do you really think I give a fuck? There were so many people that smiled in my face and talked about me like a dog behind my back. Oh, I'm broke. I'm this. I'm a creep. I'm lame. I'm all these things. I get mad about it, and that's fine. It's fine that some of those circles and some of those people didn't think that I was valuable. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, Big Mike? I see you in the house. Oh, what you say? You say, oh, this is so weird. I am trying to speak English, and particularly the numbers. You can see me trying to speak. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, hopefully, for those that are challenged with like their English, hopefully, like maybe you can like play this back on your replay and get like an app that can like translate it so you'll understand it in your language. I know there's like Google apps that can do that, things like that. But appreciate you even tuning in still. Shout out to you from Mexico. But yeah, man, it was real interesting that I had to take all this backhand abuse. 111. Is this correct? Yeah, yeah. I'm 111 what? I don't know. I don't know. You kind of lost me on that one. But anyway, it was real interesting that I took a lot of, criticism for how I moved and how I did things and I never passed judgment on anybody, you know what I'm saying? But what I wasn't going to do was disrespect you unless you showed me disrespect. Shout out to all those that's tuning in tonight. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I've been seeing my numbers been getting up there slowly but surely. I got a goal. I definitely need to get monetized. I am not monetized yet, y'all. All I go off of is just the love of the game, your engagement, your comments in the comment section, and if you feel like being a blessing to the channel, hitting the cash app. It's scrolling across the screen. But for those that got angry, that those that because yeah, I saw some of the comments. It ain't everybody didn't really hit that post the way I thought they would have. Because you wanna know why? Because I probably would have said, look, hit dog holler. And if you felt a certain kind of way about what I was saying, then you're the weakest link. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to like everybody. So you don't like everything on my videos. Okay, I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know I rub some people the wrong way, but they're not daring to even talk to me or give a comment because if they do, they know how I get down. And I have no filter sometimes. I'm real respectful, but if it wasn't directed towards you personally, why get offended? And if you are offended, then you need to sit in front of a mirror with nothing on and look at yourself and ask yourself, are you satisfied how you look? If you're not satisfied on how you look, then do something about it. It's a shame that so many of these women out here, it's, I appreciate it. It's a shame that there is so many women out here that feel that they can just do whatever with their appearance because of dirt D niggas. They don't give a fuck really about how you look. They just trying to get up in between them things. And that's what's putting a lot of you ladies in this air of, yeah, I know I'm the shit. No, you just something for somebody to do. Do they cuff you? They're trying to build with you? Are they trying to marry you? If not, you're just the meantime in between time. Okay? So understand that. I'm sorry that you have to hear it from me, but if you don't hear it from me, where are you going to hear it from? Okay? But anywho, you know how we always start off. We got to start off this show. You know, we got a lot to talk about tonight. This is interesting. I got some interesting things to, review and for all of us to talk about and react to and comment and fellowship. It's all about fellowship. So like I said, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike say, get you some juice. But leave them pills alone because them mugs will kill you. You know how we start off with? My man Heavy Gant. I'm telling you, me and this man need to do a damn collabo. It'd be epic. Anyway, without further ado, let's go.
Okay. Hi. Hey, how you doing? They just walked up on me saying that they clothes is Target stuff, and this is mine that I went in the fitting room and got. Okay. And they just grabbed me, talking about they ain't trying to say like walking up on me all at one time instead of just asking me, talking about this all their stuff. And I got a receipt for the stuff that I put in the car that's mine. Okay. I'm gonna stop you there. What's your first name? What's yours? My name's Mike. Man, Sean.
Hey, yo, man, let's get right to it. What is this? This is BC Video. BC Video. All right, if you want to watch this video without my big head popping up, talking over the video, click the link in the description, go over to BC Video, sub, hit the bell for notifications. But you should know, I only do these videos for my audience. Let's not waste no time. Come on.
Sean? Yes. We didn't do that to you. And it's hard to I put in the car that's mine. Okay. I'm going to stop you there. What's your first name? What's yours? Mine's Mike. Man, Sean. Sean? Yes. We didn't do that to you. And it's hard to understand.
This is some Sean activity. Come on.
I'm just mad because how they just came at me and then I tried to show proof. And they still try to say I took that. That's my stuff. Absolutely. I'd be upset too, but it's hard to hear you because you're a little I'm upset, yes.
I get it. No problem. So if I got this correctly, you went into the fitting room.
Mm-hmm.
You came out, bought some clothes. They stopped you in the parking lot, but you have a receipt for the clothes that you put in the car.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to go? You want to go get it?
Yeah, come on. Let's take a walk.
What you got? Let's go.
Is there anybody else in college? Is there anybody else?
This shit's already going left because she's been Hey, shout out to you. Thank you for liking my videos. Have a good one. Check me out on the replay gang. And salute to you from Mexico. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Anywho, yeah, the body cams that I be seeing with some of these sisters, these black women that be out here at these stores stealing, it's rampant. And some of y'all wanted to get mad because here recently I just saw that it's a Walgreens in Chicago that's getting ready to close down by the end of this month. It's because of you motherfuckers. Y'all go up in there, y'all be stealing shit, y'all go around there, y'all be committing violent crimes and all this other bullshit, and these people gotta be around you that y'all don't know how to emotionally regulate yourselves. They gotta be around you that you don't know how to conflict resolve, and they gotta worry about their safety on top of what the fuck they gotta deal with their everyday life at a job. Yeah, I close the motherfucker down too. You're doing it to yourself. You want to bitch and moan about all this other shit that's going on in society with the migrants and other people getting a fair share and a fair shake, but we're making it bad for our community as far as the black people. We're doing it to ourselves. Some of us is like walking away and turning our backs on some of you motherfuckers because y'all making this all look bad. You know, when they see a group of blacks doing some out of the will of God ass shit, guess what they gonna do when they see others of the same background? They gonna look at us the same fucking way. And y'all don't give a shit. And that's the fucked up thing about it because some of you mamas have felt your children. Some of you families have felt your generation. I ain't just gonna just put it on the women. It's all of us. The men, the women, and everybody in between. Whatever you want to identify yourselves with, because that's just the thing now. Yeah, y'all fucking up our community. But anyway, let's go.
No, I only got what you call it. They got what I got. It was never in the bag. Okay. So I'm finna show you. This is this right here, and my 2 sheets that they say that I took.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try and figure out what's going on because we got here late for the party. So.
Hello. Yeah. What you say? What you say?
Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense that she would have a receipt in her car? Like, why would you have a receipt in your car?
That right there shows you she's full of shit and she's lying. This is what kills me about some of our women in the community, especially when they get put on blast and they get called out for their bad behavior. They be quick to be offensive. They be quick to try to overtalk you. They be quick to want to yell and all this. That's a defense mechanism that they've been learned. That's learned behavior. Okay? They do that with the hopes that you would just say, you know what, fuck it. But in certain situations, ain't nobody about to give you no grace just because you're a woman. A bum is a bum. Man, woman, or child. A bum is a fucking bum. A thief is a fucking thief. If you're caught, and see, and we're living in a day where there's cameras every fucking way. Why do y'all keep doing this shit, man? But hey, this is the gender that spews on social media. They the most educated. They boss babes. They independent. And I'm not saying it's for all, but there's a lot that are making it bad for all of you that aren't moving like this. So you ladies need to start putting these bitches on blast yourself. If you want to have any dignity or save any kind of um level of respect for yourself, you need to start calling these bitches out for who the fuck and what the fuck they are. Like, real talk. Shame needs to come back in 2026. Anyway, let's go.
You was just inside. So what? You were inside, then you came out to your car, then you went back inside, but you left the receipt in your car. Doesn't make much sense to me.
I never put a bag in or anything. I just had the two things that they said, these two things.
This is which one? This one?
This red one. They said that it was, they only stopped me for this shirt and these two things right here.
Okay.
49547.
Hold on.
Hello.
Ain't nobody in here. This is my car.
Oh yeah, just go through the back.
I came, my kids in there.
Jimmy.
Kids? My keys. I don't have my keys.
Okay.
No?
Before we go any further, do you have a driver's license or state ID I can have, please?
Why is I'm getting that for?
Because
Whoa, what did you just say? Why is I'm getting that for? Why is I'm getting that's what she said, y'all. Let me run this back. And what you thought you was gonna put on that Amazon vest and that was gonna make you be all inconspicuous? Rewind this back.
before we go any further, do you have a driver's license or state ID I can have, please?
Why is I'm getting that for?
Huh? What? What, ma'am? Holy shit. All right, let's keep watching.
Because watch yourself. Because it shows that we've talked to you, and I got to do a report.
Okay.
Okay.
But this is what I brought right here. Y'all okay. These are the only two things I brought. I gave them all their clothes, everything.
Okay.
Like I never purchased it. Like I said, I don't want it.
Okay.
So why are you in this situation? Why is this interaction even happening? How are you moving? Whereas that you even have to be approached by the law like this. Like, what are we talking about? This shit. So let's keep going.
And he said I stole this. Okay. This is mine, and you guys see it on the camera that I took this off.
Okay.
All right. So why don't we start with? Why don't you grab your driver's license or ID?
This a fast talker. Yo, this is a fast talker.
Like I don't even play like this. Like don't ever play with me. I shop too much.
Okay.
There's always people like that always like want to talk all slick and fast and shit like that. They be trying to get people confused because they'll just say a gang of shit. They got like this scattered brain behavioral syndrome. Hey, I just coined a new phrase. Scattered brain behavioral disorder. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. The scatterbrain mindset, and it's becoming a problem because when individuals do this shit and it keeps going on and keeps going on, especially from people in our community, everyone else on the outside tend to judge us on what they see. And you could be a good person. You could be a law-abiding citizen. You could be a tax-paying citizen. You go to work every day. You take care of yours and you and everything else. But because of this stigma, because of this narrative that's not only shown in like clips like this, but just in entertainment, need we go any further about all this shit that we've been talking about over the last few weeks about black women in the entertainment field that are crashing? ain't giving us a good look. Moving like Jezebel. Moving like straight slurs. Moving like women of the night. Do we need to keep talking about that? Anyway, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, so, why don't we do this? Let's go over and talk to him and see if we can get.
I shop too much. What does that mean? You shop too much? I shop too much.
And that's another problem. If you shop too much, that means you jag off your money. That means you ain't got any financial literacy. That means you don't have nothing saved. Let me ask you a question. And that's anybody in our community. Do any of you guys out here have just I'm giving a bare minimum number. Do you have $500 put away somewhere for an emergency in case some shit happens? I ain't gonna ask you if you got 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000. Put to the side. Outside of what you gotta deal with your everyday life. Do you got that? Can you check that? Can you pay for that? Just some random shit just happened and you need $500. Do you have it? If you don't, then you need to really evaluate how you fucking move in this world as being an adult. Because y'all can spend money on all kind of stupid shit, right? All kind of things. Your vices, personal trinkets, clothing, food, whatever the fuck, eating out, all that shit. The financial literacy in the black community is at the bottom of the barrel. And this is why we see these kind of videos. Because this motherfuckers like her and others that always think they can get away with still. In this day and time, with technology how it is now, you're not going to get away with it. But your dumbasses keep trying it. Because you think you're Harry Houdini. I don't know what the fuck y'all think y'all doing. But you're doing too much. But anyway, let's go.
What does that mean? Are you trying to imply that you just have money like that? You know what I mean? I would think that's what you're trying to do, but let's keep watching.
To the bottom of this.
Okay. He already just walked up on me. I don't want to talk about nothing. I just want to show. They told me to show a receipt to the police when I get here. And these are 3 items that they told me that I took. Right. Some perfume. I mean, they even say nothing about perfume. They just said these right here. And his jacket was his.
Okay, let's go on the other side. This guy's trying to leave. I need you to talk to him.
Who was him?
My partner.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to go talk to him.
Who is he? Who is he?
And see if we can figure this out. Good.
So that betting.
See, that right there shows you her mindset. Who is him? Improper grammar. What is the average grade level of black children in the country right now? Can anyone pull that up? If you pull it up, post it in the chat. I'm not going to pull it up right now because I already know the answer. But what is the average grade average of black children in the U.S.? And when you see that shit, it's going to piss you the fuck off. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah, so she has had prior incidents here before.
Okay.
They were a little smaller, and then also Oak Lawn on 95th.
Okay. Of course.
So that's why we knew she was a known and we started watching.
Okay.
But yeah, we have everything on camera.
Okay. And where did you recover your items?
On the west side.
Okay.
The west side vestibule.
So you were inside the vestibule. Did you approach her and identify yourself, or did she just drop it?
Yes, no, we approached saying we're target security. We're gonna need that stuff back. I tried to explain it to her. It's in and out. It's $50.
Uh-huh.
She would have been in and out.
Okay.
But then she started getting really aggressive towards us.
Of course.
So I told my team to push back. But then I was on the phone with the operator. She was asking if I could get a plate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I walked this way, but still safe distance.
Yeah.
Then she hopped out of the car and started charging towards me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys pulled up.
Okay, so what are we doing with her?
Well, I want to cite for sure. Complaints.
Okay.
You were doing with an assault? Did you feel like you were going to be battered by her?
Oh, I thought she was going to swing. For sure. I thought.
Okay.
These stores are tired of the fuck. Why do you think Walmarts in certain communities are closing down? Why do you think Walgreens in certain communities are closing down? It's because of this behavior. It's because of this kind of movement. It's because of this kind of energy. It's because of this kind of dysfunction. And it ain't just black. There's some other motherfuckers that be going to these stores stealing too. But I don't give a fuck about what they do. I care about what we are doing. The image that we're portraying. The level of lack of couth that we are doing. I could give a fuck about Bobby John and Mei Ling and motherfucking Marrakesh and fucking Maria Gonzalez. I don't give a fuck about what they got going on. Not saying I'm mean like that, but I just don't. I don't give a fuck about how they moving, how they living, how they doing. But I will say they making us look bad because they moving a little bit different than how we move. We moving like a bunch of fucking bums. We're moving like a bunch of fucking criminals. We're moving like people that don't have no fucking hope. You're in this survival ass setting of existence instead of getting up off your ass and earning it and working for it. Why is that so hard? It's easy to fuck up, but it's hard for you motherfuckers to get right. And that's learned behavior. Someone taught you that shit. You witnessed that shit. You've been around that shit, and that's all the shit you know. Y'all can talk this game all the fuck you want. A lot of you motherfuckers is bullshit. Shame needs to come back 40 going north. Real talk. Because you motherfuckers is fucking this up for everybody. In our community. And it has to stop.
Well, let's go over here. Okay, we're gonna go talk to her, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Can you step out, LaShawn? I gotta talk to you for a second about what the gentleman said. I gotta make sure everything is okay. So come on out for me, please. Okay.
Anybody else there with you?
No, it's not.
Okay. Here's where we're at, kiddo. He's got a slightly different story.
How you got a slightly different story?
Well, he mentioned perfume.
I don't have no perfume.
Okay. But he said you did have perfume.
I don't have no perfume. I made that.
Hold on.
Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't have nothing, and I'm ready to go.
Okay,
he just told me I have to show y'all a receipt, and I did my job.
Well, that's a different story than he told us.
Yeah.
What he told us is you walked out with 3 bottles of perfume.
I don't have no perfume with me.
You're not letting me finish. You walked out of the store into the
You did your job. What job was that? The art of stealing? The art of manipulation? The art of gaslighting? The art of overtalking to try to confuse a situation? That's what it seems like what you're doing. That's your art. This is your art. Lord help if this person has fucking children. Because guess what they going to pick up? Your bad behavior, your bad judgment, your bad motion. And they going to be worse than you. This is the shit that's the problem. And, these teen takeovers and all this other bullshit that we see in Chicago and other places of dysfunction with the youth, these Gen Zers, they crashing out at an astronomical rate. Why? Because of some of you millennials, even some of you Gen Xers that ain't got no direction. You fucking it up for us all. And all of the shame needs to come back. This is just too much. Anyway, let's go.
Vestibule with 3 bottles of perfume. When he approached you, you gave him the perfume, and then you came.
I never gave him anything.
Okay, well, he's telling us a different story. He says it's all caught on video.
Okay, you do what y'all. Y'all can do what y'all gotta do. I don't know what y'all, but he asked me to show my receipt, and then when I gave him my receipt, he told me I stole the shirts and stuff, and I said no, I didn't. He said, well, show the police your receipt, and that's it. And then he just told me also that he don't. What did he tell me? When I showed the receipt, he said I took the jacket, and that was the last thing we had talked about. I said, what jacket? And then I went back in there and said, this y'all, is all these y'all stuff.
Why don't you stop stealing? Stop stealing. Stop taking shit that isn't yours. Stop trying to come up all.
And if you are going to take some shit, pay for it, bum. Keisha. This is why the phrase is being more prevalent than ever as far as a lot of black women in our community. Keisha. The motherfucker that wants to be entitled, the motherfucker that always want to cry victim, the motherfucker that always want to cry abuse, the motherfucker that always want to hook everybody else up on, and put everybody else up on charges, but don't hold themselves accountable. We are tired of you fucking Keishas. We are. Everyone is. The community, outsiders, people in other countries. We tired of this shit. Get it together. That's all I gotta say. Get your weight down. I would say get your weight up, but no. Y'all got your weight up too damn much. That's why I made that post on Facebook yesterday. But anyway, get your weight down. Get some gumption about yourself. And know your role in this society, in this world. But you wasn't taught that. So that's why y'all run around with chickens with your heads cut off. But anyway,
the time. You gotta cut this shit out, man. Of course she has a history, right? But what is she acting like? Somebody who's innocent, somebody who's being targeted. And this is why Targets, your Walgreens, your Walmarts, they're leaving.
They said you just pay for it. I said, okay. So, and then he said, don't worry about it. And then that's when he got on the phone with you guys.
Right. Well, then he also told us that you've had a few dealings with Target. Is that true?
Who had a dealing with Target?
You did.
No, I did not. Somebody stole from me.
Oh, okay. Well, he said that you've had a dealing with the Target in Oak Lawn.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. And the Target here, and you're not allowed here.
Who? I never had that. Never in my life. Never. They just stole from me.
Shout out Oak Lawn, Illinois. A typical black bum Illinoisan black bitch that's making us all look bad. Oh, the men making us look even worse in this state, in the culture. But the women, you bitches is just some thieving assholes. Y'all can't help yourself. And I don't know where y'all learned it from. Well, I do, but yes, but y'all just ain't gonna learn. And what's so fucked up about out here, they give you bitches slaps on the wrist. And then what y'all do, y'all keep doing the same fucking shit. Until the Democratic Party in the state of Illinois has no control, there will be no order in this city, in these states, in these uh everywhere. It's just not gonna be in the order. Until the Democratic Party get pushed the fuck out of the state of Illinois, per se. This shit gonna keep going on. All right, let's go.
For me from Target over there.
Target stole from you?
No, the customers just stole some stuff from me, my bags and everything. Okay. And they just caught all the thieves there just recently this weekend that just happened.
Okay.
I never had a dealing with no Target,
Fast talker.
no store.
Okay.
Fast
Well,
talker.
the problem also is that after the loss prevention said you came to the car, that he got on the phone with us, and then you got out of the car, and then you charged him. Did I charge him? Yep. In an aggressive manner? Did you do that?
I asked him, I said, so what's this your stuff again? I said, what does the police say so I can tell them that this mine? Okay. I said, I'll walk in your store. Because yes, I did say something. I didn't charge, like, run into him like that. I said, he's talking about
I bet you did. Look how aggressive this girl is. Look how, you know what I mean? Like you could tell in her body language, also with her tone of voice, her mannerisms. You know what I mean? I don't think the young man lied on her. Look at her. Look how she's acting.
Step back, but you didn't step back with me when I told y'all to step back and ask for a receipt. But did y'all step back? All y'all ganged up on me doing this. All y'all doing this to me.
Ma'am, you're a thief. That's what happens to thieves. They gang up on thieves.
Goddamn
and they do like this.
Hey, and check this out.
Get away.
Hey, look here, dummy. Look here, dummy. Look here, Keisha. I gotta work a job with customer service, customer facing people. So I gotta deal with y'all motherfuckers coming up in my establishment every goddamn day. I gotta deal with the repercussions if I allow you bums to come into my job place and take things without spending money for it. Damn the security, damn the police. I gotta watch you too. And if I see you doing some fuck shit where I work at, I'm gonna check you on that. And if you get out the will of God, yeah, we're gonna have some problems. So it's only need to be one or two things. Either you're gonna get that shit together and get the fuck gone, get the fuck up about my place of business, where I fucking have to work and make a paycheck, take care of me and mine. It's either gonna be you gonna get the fuck up out my shit and don't come back, or I'm gonna get the law on your ass. So I'm always watching you, motherfucker. So if you get mad because I came at you like, hey, wait a minute, what you doing right there? Oh yeah, you one of them. So now I'm about to hold you until the real motherfuckers come and get you. This is why I can't be the police, man, because this kind of shit, man, God bless them for doing it. 'Cause I ain't playing with none of motherfuckers. White, black, purple, yellow, green, whoever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker. I'm gonna kick your shit in. I'm gonna push your shit in big time. You ever had shit pushed in, bro? Anyway, let's go.
That's what's supposed to happen to a person that's a thief.
out and do that to me and ask me for a receipt. So when he got the receipt from me, he told me, show the police the receipt. So now I'm showing the police my receipt, and I walked back up in there. I said, do y'all sell Reebok in here? They said, no, we do not sell Reebok. That's my clue right there. That's it.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, at this point, I'm going to have to detain you. So do me a favor, turn around and put your hands behind your back for me.
Hey, all that fast talking bullshit.
We're investigating
hands behind the brisket, ma'am.
A retail theft and a criminal trespass to property.
Hold on, let me call my mama.
Hold on. But do me a favor, turn around.
No, wait a minute.
Shit.
No, y'all don't do this to me.
Every fucking time I see this shit, what the fuck is your mama gonna do about this? Seriously. What is your mama gonna do? You are a suspect of retail theft. They got you on camera. One, dummy. They got you on camera. You got employees that was looking at you do the bullshit that gave their statements. Now the pressure's on your ass. And you want to call your mother? See, this is the shit I'm talking about, man. In the black community. This is the downfall of the black community. Single mother ran household. You get mad at me all the fuck you want. I don't care. Do the statistics opposed to father ran home or father and mother ran home opposed to single mother ran home. Y'all fuck us up as a community. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck how you think. You ain't gotta listen to me. You motherfucking helpers that got 3, 4, 5, 7 kids by 8 different niggas have no room and no wiggle room and no dog to talk about how people think about you. You did it to yourself. Just because your mother was a slut doesn't mean that you had to follow suit. You have a choice of how you want to live your life. But you want to be lazy just like your bum ass mom. Let's just keep it 100. You want to be lazy just like your bum ass mom. That's why you have the results that you have in life. It ain't the men. It's not issues. It's you.
They call my mama like.
Is it far-fetched that she was aggressive to the guy? Did you see her just ball her fist up? Did y'all see that? I think I'm gonna run this back because we got time today, y'all. We got time today.
I'm going to have to detain you. So do me a favor, turn around and put your hands behind your back for me. Well, we're investigating a retail theft and a criminal trespass to property.
Hold on, let me call my mama.
Hold on.
Call my mama.
Do me a favor, turn around.
No, wait a minute. No, y'all, don't do this to me. Let me call my mama, like, because I'm not going to be.
No.
Hold on.
You're about to get detained or arrested, ma'am. And you're going to call your mama, because why wouldn't you call your mama? And you're going to tell her the same old bullshit you've had to tell her before.
What?
What's your mom gonna do?
Why are you talking so smart? Because I need to see what's really going on. Like, why?
Because you're dumb. So somebody got to talk smart.
Your mom's got up in
Let us talk.
Grown-ass woman. Listen, we'll call her mom.
Right now you're being detained. So you can call your mom as much as you want. Once we figure this out.
So I'm gonna get detained for what now?
Stealing.
What that
Stealing, dumb. Stealing, dumb bitch. You know, going into a store, going to an establishment that has merchandise that you have to pay for at like a cashier or a self checkout, and just walk out with it. Yeah, stealing, bitch. Thieving. What are we talking about? Bum shit.
My man face. Hold on, man. Hold on. Watch his face. Watch his face.
Right now you're being detained. So you can call your mom as much as you want. Once we figure this out.
So I'm gonna get detained for what now?
We're investigating a retail theft.
What theft did I take?
All right.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Wait.
We don't want to listen.
Wait.
Well, what are we reaching? What are you reaching?
I'm not getting.
Just tell us what you're doing. Just tell us.
No.
Hold on. Wait one moment, sir.
All right. No.
Can I get my keys? Let me get my keys. Can y'all please give me my keys?
No. See how nice these guys are? I appreciate them being patient. I appreciate them having good soft skills with the public. This is Illinois, isn't it? Hey, man, it seems to be like a different beast down there with how the police operate. I don't know if maybe my lens is corrupted because I get body cams from Illinois, and it seems like they just let the people do whatever it is they want to do. Maybe that's just my tainted view. Y'all let me know what y'all think because I'm interested. I'm interested because I'm sure you guys have seen the difference.
Can I lock my car, y'all?
Out of the car.
Can you?
All right, here we go.
Stop! Don't.
Hold on. Come on.
Can y'all? Cause no, ain't no way.
Let go of your phone. I don't want you to break your phone.
Huh?
We will take care of this. Just give me your phone so it doesn't get broke, please. I will hold on to it and I'll give it back.
Yeah, he's talking. He's very gentle, like, very calm voice, and he's saying please, and you know what I mean? Like, this is only Illinois.
Just investigating at this point. And there we go.
We just want to
Yeah, we'll take care
I
of
don't want you
it.
touching my car.
Right,
come over here. You, sir, you. Come on, Mike.
Okay.
You or him.
Here, just step over
Go
here.
over here.
LaShawn, I got your phone.
No.
I got your phone. I'll get your keys. Just step over here. Both of us can't be in the doorway at the same time, kiddo. Yeah, here we go.
And unfortunately, dummy, you don't dictate what the fuck's going on. See, this is in one of these suburbs in the Illinois area. Suburban cops are real chill. I will give them that. Way chill than what the old Chicago police used to be. This is why I've always said in previous shows that I've done, you motherfuckers don't ever want all the police departments to designate just 1 month, whereas how they used to do motherfuckers back in the 60s. How they used to do motherfuckers back in the 50s. Y'all don't want that. When they didn't have body cams. All they had was you and them in the moment. And whatever the fuck you didn't you didn't adhere to, they will act accordingly. And sometimes you motherfuckers went to the jail cell fucked up. And it wasn't nothing you knew about. What no Ben Crump. What no Black Lives Matter. What none of these bullshit ass fucking organizations that so-called help you in your plight. Okay? What happened is what happened. And it was up to you whether you walked up out that jail cell alive or not. Sometimes some of them motherfuckers didn't. Because they wanted to do whatever. Or the police just said, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Ain't nobody about to check us. Y'all better be grateful that the police move the way they move now because of the George Floyd effect and other situations that has, you know, went on over the years. Some of them have actually been justified that the police were just out of bounds. Other times, because of body cams, we see you niggas fuck this shit up for yourself. But anyway, let's.
You can. This is my partner, Mike. Okay.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
He's gonna have your phone. Just give me 1 second. No, it's not in my.
I got my motherfucking Amazon vest on with them Burberry glasses as you go in there to steal perfume.
Okay, where is your keys, huh?
Where's my keys?
I know. I'm asking where your keys at. I thought they were in your purse.
Right on the side. They on the side.
On the side? There's no keys here, kiddo.
This is my purse. There's no.
Okay, you're sure they're not in here?
Them all mine.
Okay, that's fine. I'm looking for your key. Here they are.
Okay. Can you put all my stuff in my bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all put me in y'all car?
Yeah, we're gonna walk over to the car.
No, they're gonna let you drive your own car, man.
And we're gonna go from there. You ready? It's going right there. Okay.
Do these feel all right?
It's cool.
Okay.
So you like my car?
Yeah, we're gonna take care of it.
So y'all putting me back? Y'all gonna bring me back to my car, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, kiddo. It's just here we go.
No, they're not. They're gonna take you to jail. They're gonna book you. They're gonna fingerprint you. They're gonna process you. You're gonna sit in jail until either someone pays for a bond, if you have a bond, or they might I-bond you the fuck out. But your car might get towed. Dummy. So that's more expenses you gotta pay because you want to be a fucking bum thief. Anyway.
And what y'all put me for again?
You're being detained for investigation for retail theft and for criminal trespass to property.
I've never been told any of this though. I've never been talked to nobody
right.
before in here ever.
Okay,
From neither one.
But you got to remember, I'm talking to you now. I got to go talk to them. They claim they have documentation and they got video of all this.
They said, did they say that I have? Did they say that I was told this? I got some
video,
documents.
and then we're gonna determine what we're gonna see what actually happened.
So, okay, what was your question again?
No,
We're gonna go to this. I'm up here.
Oh.
Here's the thing. They're making accusations that they have this on video and they have documentation. I can't be in two places at one time, so I'm talking to you. So we're gonna sit you over here, and then I'm gonna go talk to them, and we're gonna see what they got. I'm not really sure what they have.
So if I don't have any of this, then what?
Well, if we can't determine what's going on,
they're gonna have to let you go if you didn't steal shit, or if they can't prove you stole something.
Then we're gonna release you, and we're gonna document this all in the paperwork.
And how long do I have to be here?
We're gonna do it as quickly as possible. Jimmy, can you unleash that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy.
How is it?
Just throw it. Okay, have a seat. Watch it. You're gonna drop a little bit. It's not like a normal seat. I'm gonna put your keys and phone on the front seat.
You're not under arrest. You're just being detained.
Man. So I wonder what happened in that situation.
You know what happened? She fucking, when the video showed, it showed what the fuck went down. That's what the fuck happened. Shit. Stop stealing, y'all. It's not a good look. It's not nothing. This is why these companies is leaving. This is why these major corporations that's been staples of our communities for many decades are saying fuck y'all because of how y'all move and how y'all live. And it's too much of a risk to keep having these kind of businesses in the community. because they're losing money and safety issues as well. Anyway, let's go on with the next one. And shout out to April Chapman for putting this video out, because this is a real life story about what we're just talking about. A Walgreens on the south side of Chicago is getting ready to shut down by the first of this upcoming month. Not this month, but in June. And it's all because of the community. Yeah, okay? So let's go.
So Walgreens says that theft and violence, unfortunately, has made it too hard for them to keep their stores open in certain neighborhoods, and they can't keep their employees safe or their customers. So up in Chicago in particular, they decided to close.
On the south side, people showed up to push back against a Walgreens closing. The doors are set to close next month. Walgreens says it's due to safety issues, but it will leave thousands without nearby access to life-saving medication. Tia Ewing has more.
Everybody say Walgreens do right by us. Walgreens
do right by us. Say what now? Walgreens do right by us? Who are you talking to, your baby mama? Sir, you sound crazy. Walgreens is a corporation. Y'all are not in a relationship. Look at how these melanated-minded socialistic Negroes think. I'm sorry. I know that's offensive and y'all don't like when I say it, but the truth has to be told. He has rallied these people here for the sympathy, because of course you got to have the people in the in the wheelchair with their medicine in hand, as if this is supposed to pull on the heartstrings of a corporation that does not exist for your charitable reasons, right? The business exists to provide products and services and a way to get paid. And they've been doing so in this community for decades, but now it has gotten to the point where they're unable to do so profitably. You want to stage a press conference, talk about a Walgreens do right by us, as if you are making an appeal to a baby mama who is under an obligation to do right by you because y'all got kids together. Why do you believe that this is how it works in economics? Y'all are going to believe me and listen to me when I tell you the civil rights movement, all they did was usher the Black community straight into the hands of the Democratic Party and create
and fuck it up. That's exactly what happened. Do your research. The civil rights movement, fuck the Black agenda in this country after slavery.
Dependent. We are now the dependent class, to where we look at a business that's making a business decision that says, based on the conditions that you created in your own community, we can no longer serve you in good faith and in good conscience. Sorry for you. We out. And instead of you looking within saying, what is it that we are doing to create the conditions that allow crime to thrive, you stage a whole press conference to appeal to Walgreens and ask them to do right by you. Well, how's that working out? Because it's closing June 4th. Like, it's over.
Just close a store. It will take away a critical lifeline.
We're not here to beg Walgreens to stay. We're saying that their decision is the wrong decision. And in my opinion, it should be considered.
Yes, you are begging them to stay. Because if you wasn't begging them to stay, this little event right here wouldn't be going on. Why don't you do this shit for the crime that goes on in our communities, in the city of Chicago? Why don't y'all stand for that? Why don't y'all march and protest and preach and speak for the drug problem, the crime problem in the Black community on the south side of Chicago? Since y'all always want to do this for some kind of agenda because you have Trump deranged syndrome and thinking he's the boogeyman. He's Bobby Yaga. Y'all looking at Donald Trump as Bobby Yaga right now instead of looking at yourself. You want to fucking blame everybody else for your shortcomings except yourself. Looking in the fucking mirror. And it's sad that our community does this. This is sad. But, you know, hey, here's what it is. Anyway, let's go.
A first-degree corporate crime.
How have you determined that the decision that Walgreens is making based on their internal reporting, how are you saying that it's the wrong decision? Have you looked at their loss prevention numbers? Have you looked at the profit and loss statements, their inventory reports? Have you looked at anything mathematically to determine that Walgreens is making the wrong decision? And then you stand there and claim, we're not begging Walgreens to stay, yet this whole press conference is there with these nice little signs to label and shame them into submission, and you wonder why they don't want to stay. You are the ones that create the hostile business environments and then are shocked when the businesses say, we don't want to take it anymore. We're going to take our business elsewhere because we can't turn a profit and provide you the goods and services that you claim you need because you don't want to take responsibility for the trash outcomes in your own communities. You people are a piece of work. Where was your press conference when Tank Wayshawn was terrorizing the local?
Talking about how, oh man, y'all taking away from the elderly, and they gotta get their medicines at these Walgreens, these CVS's and shit like that. Y'all don't give a fuck about the elderly. Do you go and do welfare checks for the elderly in y'all communities? Do you really have love and care when you see them out and about in society, in your neighborhoods, for their safety? Do y'all care? Do you make sure they safe? The ones that laid the foundation for what we got right now. Do you motherfuckers do that shit? If not, shut the fuck up. Your little 2-hour so-called fake ass community service that some of you people in certain circles that I used to be a part of that do. Are you doing it every day? All day? Every day? Making sure that people are straight? Or are you doing it for some kind of clout? Some feel good for yourself for that in particular moment. And then you go out to these parties and all this other bullshit and you do all the debauchery that you do. Half you motherfuckers that's involved in this shit, y'all fucking drug out of your goddamn self. Hell, you need help. The fuck? I can say this because I witnessed it. I can say this because I was a part of it. I can say this because I saw it. You motherfuckers ain't no better. That claim y'all about the people. You're not. You're no better. If nothing else, you're worse.
Walgreens, huh? Where were you then? I can guarantee you this alderman has soft on crime policies, probably supports restorative justice because, you know, everything is systemic racism and it's the white person's fault. These are the people in charge of your communities, and they always want to blame everybody else except for their trash policies and their bankrupt, deficient, intellectually inferior worldview that creates the necessary environment for conditions like this to thrive. They're the problem. Walgreens is not the problem. They are simply reacting to the situation. Socialistic-minded people cannot work and function well in a capitalistic society. America, you are going to have to choose. Either you're going to fully embrace socialism and we're going to look like Cuba or the former USSR, or we are going to cling to the values that made this country great in the first place and be capitalists so that each and every last one of us can function in our freedom. But the only way that's going to work.
Because guess what? You know what capitalism is? Making and spending money. You know, the thing that y'all like to do out here, you know, with these name brands, these cars, these clothes, these properties that you try to show off, you know, that's capitalism. Okay? Socialism is to only have a certain group of people strive and be successful of that time. Socialism, communism is only directed towards certain groups. So it's inclusive. It's not for the whole. It's not for the governing body. It's not for no one but for those that are a part of it. But this is what y'all want, right? Y'all want to be blind. Y'all want to get used. You want to have handouts. You want to be lazy. And you expect everyone else to carry the load. And you cry victim. Insane.
You have to disavow people who think like this and who promote this kind of garbage, who for a photo op got all these black folks standing out here in front of the Walgreens as if this is going to make Walgreens be like, well, you know what? I mean, we've been operating in the red for quite a few quarters now, but I think this is going to be the thing that make us stay. Juvenile and retarded people think like this. I'm just saying.
Walgreens says the store is closing due to safety concerns, including theft and violence. But residents say that doesn't match what they see day to day.
The lie that they're telling us is it's a health or a loss prevention issue. When 12th and State Street had loss prevention, they redesigned. Again, this neighborhood is not broke.
The nearest pharmacy will soon be more than a mile away, a distance residents say is especially hard for seniors.
But instead of saying, maybe we should deal with the crime in our communities and maybe get some sort of law.
Okay, all right. Since y'all want to say that, the nearest other Walgreens is a mile away and it's hard for the seniors to get to them, then okay, community. Okay, you so-called, people that want to walk around and act like y'all for the community. Help them. Go get it for them. Instead of going to get that pack, that loud pack, instead of going to that liquor store, instead of going to that department store to buy some shit or try to steal some shit, why don't you go help them seniors then? Make it easier for them then. If that's such the fucking problem. Oh, but y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that aspect of it because that's too much like fucking right. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you're asking me to take time out of my life that I do whatever the fuck I'm doing to help these old motherfuckers because they can't get to this other location to get their medicine and not do a good gesture? So that's a problem, right? That's an issue, right? But you motherfuckers scream racism, inclusism, all this other stupid ass buzzwords y'all come up with to get off the beaten path that you ain't shit. Majority of us in our community, in the black community, ain't shit. Family don't even treat family right. So I ain't surprised that a stranger don't treat us right in our community. But even your own family ain't shit. If we don't see that as a problem, but you want all the greater goods in life, all the accolades, all the admiration, all of these fucking superficial ass things. But you don't think what's gonna happen when you get to that age one day? Who's gonna help you, motherfucker? Huh? Who's gonna help you? When you done did your children so bad they can't stand to look at you no more. When you done fucked up and burnt all the bridges of all the relationships of the men that you dealt with or the women that you dealt with, who gonna help you? When you done burnt bridges with siblings and immediate family, who's going to help you? Some of you motherfuckers is gonna die alone. And the only way that they're gonna find out is because wherever you was found, you're gonna be stanking. That's the only way they're gonna find you. And do with you what they need to do with you to dispose of. You want that life? You wanna live like that? You wanna be like that? Because of your selfishness, your evil ways, your deception, your betrayal. That's how you wanna live your life at the end. Motherfucker find you 2 weeks after the fuck you done passed on. Only because they smelling you. Not because they care for you. That's how y'all gonna live, right? Good luck to you.
Order kind of going, maybe we should restore law and order. No, instead of saying that, you're not hearing that, right? Like you're not hearing these individuals say, maybe we should stop electing people who treat the criminals like misunderstood community interns. Y'all, there's a Chicago alderman who got in front of a camera and he said that Walgreens, you can't make this up. He said Walgreens should be charged with corporate abandonment. I said, corporate abandonment, is that actually a crime? No. First of all, it's not a crime. But sir, with Walgreens, I be trying to help you melanated Marxist-minded Negroes understand this, but it's obvious you ain't been paying attention to the content. This is not corporate abandonment, okay? What you're watching is capitalism packing up its bags, locking the doors, and saying, you people have lost your collective minds if you think this is a charity case and some philanthropic effort to keep a store open that you guys don't appreciate. Okay, here's the truth, right? Nobody wants to say this out loud, but I will. Businesses, okay, not charities, businesses don't exist to be community babysitters and to provide products or services to you at their own expense or to their own detriment. That's not how this works, okay? They don't exist to subsidize your disorder and your chaos. They don't exist to be robbed. They don't want to be threatened, vandalized, disrespected, have to pay higher insurance premiums, and worry about attracting quality employees because it ain't safe to conduct business in your community. And the last thing that they want is to be guilt-tripped into staying because a melanated-minded Marxist politician who don't understand the way the world works tries to guilt trip them, and because he needs a photo op. Y'all, Walgreens did not create the conditions up in Chicago. Okay. They just simply responded to them. It's called the market conditions required them to make a business decision. Okay. So the same political worldview that has created the conditions is now blaming the business for leaving. Do you not accept responsibility or take accountability for anything that happens in your own community? Huh? It's obvious that you don't. To stand in front of a camera and say that Walgreens needs to be charged with corporate abandonment, y'all, this is what happens. I told you. This is what happens when a socialist-minded leadership, when you keep voting for them in perpetuity and you give them power in a capitalist society, these are the outcomes and the results. They don't understand the way the world works. They don't understand profit. They don't understand risk. They don't understand incentives and consequences. They do understand one thing very well. They understand blame shifting. Blame the corporations, blame the system, blame racism and capitalism, blame everybody except the people in charge.
The great psychiatrist Carl Jung said, "It is not what happens to me, it's what I choose to become."
I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we are in danger.
In slavery is a choice. We ask the question, do you choose to be free or do you choose to be a slave?
So you feel like a victim?
I'm a victim. I'm a victim of white supremacy.
And so are they holding you back financially?
Well, they can.
Most black people sit at the bottom of every socioeconomic statistic in America because we still deal with the same slave mentality that says, I had no choice.
Those of us.
Hey, guess what, y'all? That was an interesting thing in that interview with Tariq Nasheed with the brother. I forgot his name, but when he said, about the finances, can they oppress your finances? Yeah, they can. But guess what? You know what used to happen decades ago? Remember what y'all want to, praise so hard now, but y'all can't duplicate that shit in Black Wall Street and Rosewood and, places like that, right? That was all black. And they were doing business, working their jobs, spending money, but they kept it in the community. We don't support each other like that anymore. We don't support the independent businesses anymore because you're so into name branding and this status that everyone else has put out there that we're supposed to be on, that you forgot about the community. There's nothing wrong with wanting to enjoy other things in life, but what we neglected was the fact that we neglected our community. Because everyone is thinking for themselves. Everyone is moving on their own beat. Everyone is always trying to come up on whatever and whoever they can come up on. Whether it's his own people or somebody else, because y'all ain't gonna go to the other people's neighborhoods and do the bullshit you do in your own neighborhood. Y'all won't dare. So that means that y'all know right from wrong. Y'all just choose to be fucked up. You know right from wrong. You know you can't go to Wameka. You know you can't go to Northbridge, Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, all these predominantly white communities. You know you can't go over there doing the bullshit you do in Inglewood. You know you can't go over there doing the bullshit you do in Tarrytown. You know you can't do that bullshit doing that shit over there in O'Block. But you'll do it to your own people. Y'all some fucking weak bitch made ass cowards. And that's why you're living the life you live.
It now insists that we're no longer being oppressed and that it's ourselves that are now our worst enemies, are in fact gullible, naive, and are ignorant of the true reality.
If you walk around saying that you're oppressed, you're not a man. And you're not an American. When you say you're oppressed, I'm saying you're an heir of Jesus Christ, you're a child of God. Nobody can oppress you.
Our religious heritage is rooted in the regrettable experience of slavery. And I'm scared. Scared.
When you talk about the vestiges of slavery, that is the vestige of it. A mentality that says that I cannot change my plight, I cannot change my life, I have no choice. The man who says he is free and the man that says he is a slave are both correct. Slavery is a choice.
All right, hold on. Sorry about that. Check 1, 2. Here we go. Yeah, we back. Yeah. Slavery is a choice. Anywho, let's just keep it pushing. What y'all think about that? Because I thought that was very in-depth. Shout out to April Campbell for putting that clip out there and talking a good shit. You know? And it is. This is the problem. I'm not about to sit here and blame these companies for leaving predominantly black communities because y'all do it to yourselves. We do it to ourselves. We keep doing this fuck shit. We keep stealing. We keep doing everything besides being productive citizens in society. Yeah, these companies are gonna leave. But anywho, we about to get on this. I try not to talk about it, but we're going to get to it, and we're going to segue into what the meat of the matter of this whole conversation is with Stephon Diggs. And I know y'all saw the title, and yeah, these BBL bitches, and this fake, phony imagery that the industry is pimping on our community is really destroying our community. Anyway, let's go.
Of Meg Thee Stallion. I do feel like she got Tory Lanez locked up for no reason. I believe that she may not be a true, honest person, and Clay just wants something else at the end of the day. And I feel like we've been conditioned to think for so long that if you're beautiful, if you're desirable, if you're successful, that you are going to be the prize.
So excuses for him.
He could.
But we're gonna make excuses.
We don't know what they got. Allegedly, he cheated, but at the end of the day, why is she even telling us that? The same way you lied on this man and said whatever he did. Why you telling us that man cheated? So you said, why did she even
What's up, YouTube? JB Reacts back in with another video. Now, today we're going to be reviewing a channel called Afro TV. And I know this is another Megan Thee Stallion, Klay Thompson situation, but I just love when the sisters stand up for what's right and call out delusion. And I still believe that the conversation ultimately leads to lack of accountability. But I'm going to let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. And without further ado, let's dive into the content.
All right. Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson have officially called it quits after about a year of dating, and now it's going viral after Megan revealed he allegedly cheated.
Alleged.
And he admitted he doesn't even know if he can be monogamous. Now, this breakup has turned into a viral discussion online because if money, fame, and beauty aren't enough, the question is, what do men actually want?
Other men.
Wow. Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
No? Okay, listen. Okay, man, okay, realistically, in this society where so many men are showing up with more estrogen than testosterone. Maybe what Sunset said quietly, it may be true, but you know.
Hold on. Let's say allegedly he did cheat. Let's just feed into it and say he did cheat. Does that mean that you're gay because you want more women? That makes no sense.
Because I am a conspiracy theorist, not the biggest fan of Meg Thee Stallion. I do feel like she got Tory Lanez locked up for no reason. God bless the man. I had to go there. Yes, it was.
Come on.
So at the end of the day, because of how she acted and carry on and continue to carry on in, you know, that situation with the fragments of glass or concrete or whatever it was that had hit her foot, I believe that she may not be a true, honest person, and Clay just wants something else at the end of the day. And I feel like we've been conditioned to think for so long that if you're beautiful, if you're desirable, if you're successful, that you are going to be the prize. But so many times there's not alignment. Maybe we don't want the same values in life, and I feel like this is what we're seeing right now. So much of these, you know, celebrity relationships are put together. They are orchestrated. And then when they don't work because they won't go anyways, just like Taylor Swift and the man she stole over there, baby. We'll see how I end when the table turns, baby. Just drop it.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a great breakdown, unbiased, very honest when it comes down to how women and men view each other, the date market, celebrity lifestyles. We don't know exactly what's real or what's not. A lot of people did say that they felt like Megan was doing.
And don't get me wrong, there are other female artists, there are other female artists that have a history. The J-Los, the Halle Berrys, the Taylor Swifts, the Sierras. All of them have a history. But if you're wanting to have a certain life for you, there are certain things that you have to change. Certain moves that you need not move anymore. The Rihanna. All this shit. I mean, even though we're hearing all this other shit, and we'll talk about that at another time, because this is go far further than what I need this live stream to go on, right? But they, look at the Eve. Eve changed her whole persona. And look at her now. She's out the way. Y'all don't see her that much. But I bet you she's doing great in life. But she ain't doing that ratchet shit. She knew she had to change that bullshit up if she want to be protected by whatever man that she's with. Some of you women don't understand that mindset because y'all think y'all can do it all by yourself. Y'all think y'all such bosses and y'all run everything. No, all you do is run your mouth. A lot of it. You run your mouth. You don't like accountability. You don't like for someone to tell you what's good for you. And you get in your feelings because deep down, you know whatever someone was trying to critique you on was correct, but you don't want to correct. So that shows that you're lazy. Oh man, what the fuck you talking about? Oh, y'all men lazy too. Yeah, a lot of them are. I don't fuck with them. So why are you? Oh, I said too much. Why are you fucking with that kind of man? Anyway, let's go.
Was doing this really just to clean up her hood image. We don't know the exact reasons as to what really happened because guess what? Clay never came out and said anything. The only person that whistle blew was Megan. So we don't know if she's telling the truth or not.
It's all over the place with that, but I want y'all to know my 30 seconds, I had to use it wisely.
Crazy.
Yes,
Great.
I did.
Great
But
30.
let me ask you this. Is it just because there's more options when you have fame, when you have influence, when you have money?
For
There's
sure.
just more options available to you.
Yeah.
There's more options for broke men.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Broke men have
matter if
options.
you're a celebrity or not. I want to
Hold on now. Just that narrative of a broke man having more options. That man is going to have some type of skill set to acquire women because the only thing that he has over the successful guy is a lot of time. If he don't look the part, he ain't getting no ass.
the conversation back to the root, which is what I prefer to do, right? Because we're talking about a society or just a generation of people where we're training the boys one way and training the women one way. We're telling boys their access to women, the more women they get, the more value they have. We're telling them to detach from emotions. So the less emotions they have, the better value they have as a man. And then we're expecting them to somehow, when they turn 18 and they get into a monogamous relationship, they're supposed to know how to lead. They're supposed to give emotions to this one woman. They're supposed to know how to orchestrate that. It's just hypocrisy where we live in a world where we're telling these men, you need to sleep with this many women and that's going to make you a man. You need to experience women. Well, who the heck are these men having the experience with other men?
Hold on. That's a small sector of men online that actually even have that talking point. Think about it like this. Why would a fisherman actually talk to the fish on how to catch it? You would talk to other men about how to catch fish, first of all. Secondly, you have a lot of guys out there that try and tell guys to move the right way and act accordingly. But guess what? The women don't want those guys. Those guys are boring. They're lame. See, she's not accounting for the chicks out there that like to get rizzed up, that like to have all these new experiences. Women are not choosing the average men of today. They're choosing the bad boys. The average man is lame to a large majority of the women, so she's not explaining that part.
No, right? Exactly. So another woman is at the end of this. So we're training the boys to be one way, but then when they're not, we're expecting something else. I do think it's possible for men to be in monogamous relationship, but that specific man has to be disciplined enough to follow his purpose because every man doesn't have the same purpose. If he knows his purpose, the most dangerous human on earth is a disciplined black man.
Okay, the most dangerous person on earth is a disciplined black man.
I pray that this woman gives any disciplined black man that hits her up and wants to take her out. I pray that she gives this man a shot regardless of how he looks. I pray that this so-called disciplined black man gets an opportunity to take her out because you know what I think still? It don't matter if that guy's there. It don't matter what color you is. These women do not like the so-called disciplined man unless he still looks the part. 6 foot, 6 inch body. All that discipline stuff is crazy. And to try and put it just on black men to make it like, if he's black, he's just this king, this guy. Ain't nobody care about that. It's either you a winner or a loser.
Okay, and you're saying in this situation, it's like it's the raising. We're not raising men.
We're not.
Okay, and men
Who's raising the children? I think it's a mother that's supposed to be there, right?
to love and respect women.
We're not.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Sunset said 100%. But because I got to be me, okay, I also have to add on there that low key, I feel like at the end of the day, even though they've been together a little over a year now, we've seen Meg cooking for the family and all these, dishes she's been doing for the daddy and all these things. Great. Woo-hoo. But
And
at the
keep in mind, that was only one time. And I think that was like a media thing. I didn't see Meg after that in particular video of her making Clay and his family, all that food. I didn't see that. I didn't see her doing them videos like some of the other sisters that y'all have seen in social media, whereas every time they cooking food in the house, they giving the plate to their man. I didn't see that. Did y'all see it? Let me know. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. I don't follow her like that. I'm also hearing that she's about to drop the stallion thing because it's an oxymoron and it's an ignorant take on depicting a woman because a stallion is a male horse. So you're slow even considering yourself a stallion. I don't know how and why that whole concept was even talked about to be a thing with the women, right? Anywho, all right. I just want to show that for a little bit. Just segue it into this, what we got going on with this Stephon Diggs shit. And this the shit that's killing me. You men need to really stop the madness with yourself. Get your mind right. Start understanding that you need to start having better values for yourself, especially you men that got money like this, that get the attention that y'all get the women that you wouldn't have gotten when you was broke in your life. They don't give a fuck about you. It is hard for a man, excuse me, to so-called get with a woman when he's already established or rich and meet a woman and think that that woman really likes you for you instead of liking you for your resources. This whole Stephon Diggs case, yeah, he got out that jam, but it showed a little something. It showed the fact that it don't matter what that man did prior to, but because this in particular person couldn't get what she wanted, she tried to destroy this man's career and life and freedom. He was facing jail time behind this charge. But let's talk about it. Let's go.
Will the jurors and the defendant remain standing? All others may be seated.
Madam Forelady, has your jury agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
On count 1, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Relief for former Patriot Stephon Diggs. A Norfolk County jury acquits him on felony assault charges against his former chef and lover.
We'll bring you into the courtroom. What was observed during the...
And unfortunately, before this trial even went underway, when the news came out late last year about this fuckery, the team that he went to the Super Bowl with, and you know what? Now I understand why he didn't play that well. He had all this bullshit in the back of his fucking mind. So yeah, Stephon Diggs in the Super Bowl, yeah, he was trash. His head wasn't in the game. The worst thing you brothers can do is let a woman reserve space in your mind, and you can't take care of your job. When it comes to that point, when they stress you out that much, you need to leave them where the fuck they are. Seriously. You need to leave them where they at. I bid you adieu. Au revoir. Get the fuck out my face. Because if a woman is willing to destroy your livelihood, that's not a good person for you or to be around you. Anyway, let's
in the closing arguments and the verdict.
And we'll consider what's next for Diggs' football career. Is a return to Foxborough on the horizon?
Commonwealth Confidential, the Stephon Diggs trial starts right now. Stephon Diggs found not guilty in a lightning fast trial. Good evening, everyone. I'm JC Monahan.
I'm Glenn Jones. A jury just acquitted the former Patriot star of assaulting his former live-in cook. Eli Rosenberg joins us live outside Dedham District Court. Eli, the speed of this is noteworthy, start to finish in just 2 business days.
Yeah, and the verdict also very speedy. Deliberations about 90 minutes, Glenn. And after all was said and done, Stephon Diggs leaving the courthouse right here down these steps. He did not want his talk. His lawyers, though, had plenty to say this evening. What is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
It took about 90 minutes of deliberations. The charge of assault and battery. What is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
The jury in the Stephon Diggs trial returning 2 not guilty verdicts in his 2-day trial. How do you feel about that verdict? Diggs not talking as he left court. He did clutch his lawyers in the courtroom after the verdict was read.
He's emotional, but he's happy. He's happy that he's been vindicated.
All right. Diggs was accused of assaulting and choking his former personal chef inside his Dedham home this past December. From the start, his lawyers denying it ever happened, calling those who saw Mila Adams in the hours and days after the alleged attack to the stand.
Did you notice bruising, developing, redness, any kind of physical marks on Miss Adams?
No.
On December 4th, 5th, 6th, did you notice any of that?
No.
Did Miss Adams ever tell you that she had been assaulted or strangled?
No.
Did she ever mention any kind of an attack?
No.
And during closing arguments, prosecutors trying to stick to the facts.
Was Miss Adams a perfect witness? No. She was argumentative, avoided, difficult. But does that mean you should throw away everything she says? She said no.
The jury did ask one question during deliberations about the elements that made up the crime, returning shortly later with those two not guilty verdicts.
We wanted this case to run its course and be completed. And there were a lot of missteps in this case.
And in a certain situation, women lie. I hate to say this to my audience. I hate to say this to the stratosphere. There's a lot of women in a lot of different circles that always want to say that men lie all the time, right? It's a lot of. Some of it is warranted. And it is what it is. Man, own up to your bullshit. If you own bullshit and you get caught up, admit to it. You'll sleep better. But what's a large amount of deceit is one. Hate to say it. Women are the most deceitful species out of the human race. Look throughout history. Look at the different events in history that was involving women. Whether it was from war, whether it was from men crashing out with each other, whether it was from family. A lot of women throughout history kick off fuck shit. Their whole empires fail because of a woman. Not just because of a man. Yeah, it failed because that man made a bad fucking fashion risk and lost. But how did it start? Over a woman. And I'm not saying all women is bad, but there are a lot that are. And this is why I keep telling you ladies, y'all need to start checking these bitches. Y'all need to start holding a candle on their ass. Y'all need to start holding them accountable. Because if not, we're going to continue with this fuckery. We're going to continue with the dysfunction. We're going to continue with this imbalancement. Y'all better start speaking up, ladies. The ones that know what it is out there in the world. Those that understand what it is to know your role in the world. I just saw a video earlier tonight that fucking pissed me the fuck off. I saw a wedding, right? And you know how they do the vows and, you know, they make the bride and the groom, you know, the preacher, the pastor, or the minister rather, say everything in the vows. And it was a black couple. This woman agreed to everything up until when it came to obey. And she didn't want to repeat it. And the minister repeated it again. Then she just said, fuck it. At a wedding. Whereas her family and friends are there. and his family and friends live. And then she had the immediate gall to say, I'm not about to say that. I don't obey to anybody. I'm not even going to obey to him, pointing to her so-called husband. I was fucking mortified. And that nigga still stood there. I'd have walked off. I don't know what it is with today's women, with that word, and how y'all got so twisted with this society of today that thinks that just because in a covenant of God, whereas you with families and friends doing the ultimate relationship goal, that you can't obey your husband? If you don't get the fuck up out my face in 2.5 seconds, you're gonna get up out my face in a quarter of a second. Cause ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'ma sit up there and go through all this bullshit. Not necessarily bullshit. I'm not gonna go through the time, the preparation, the money. And we, at this moment, this is a moment that's supposed to be something that we all supposed to like remember years down the road. And bitch, you had the nerve to have pushback because the minister said obey, and you had the nerve to say that you're not going to obey no one, including him.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out my face right now, it's gonna be some problem. It's gonna be some problem. I was disgusted, but I'm not surprised. Because how today's women out here move, how they was taught, what they took in, they don't respect men. All they respect men for is a paycheck. They don't respect a lot of us men as people that have emotions, feelings, admirations, desires, goals. They don't respect. They feel that what's between their legs is good enough for all that. And that ain't half the time, that ain't good enough. What's between your legs ain't the end all be all, ladies. We got something between our legs too. Like always, ooh, damn, why you doing me like this? We don't say that to y'all. I'm just saying. I ain't never heard a man in a sexual act with a woman telling her, why you fucking me like that? I ain't never heard it. Shit, I ain't never said it. I'm not saying this. I've not had a situation that was good like that, but I've never said it. So for a woman to do some fuck bullshit like that, yeah, and he stood there still. I'm like, nigga, leave. This is if this ain't what you need to know, it's about to be a lifetime of fucking misery with this bitch. She didn't want to say obey in the vows. God damn. Was that so hard? What you think he gonna like have you chopping trees down, doing landscaping? Fuck it. You know what, bitch? I need some cotton and I need you to pick it. So hit that. The fuck? Okay. All right. I get it. Some of you women is inseparable. Some of you women are just different. Some of you women just don't have any clue. All you care about is your own wants, your own needs. Anyway, let's go. Let me finish this off.
Whoever was listening saw it. This case never should have been brought. It was a waste of resources.
And a couple other notes from court today. First of all, the prosecutor left without talking. Second of all, did see the jurors leave court, asked if any of them wanted to talk. That jury was made up of 5 women and 1 man. They did not want to talk. And I also, Glenn, reached out to the DA's office for comment about everything that we saw play out over the last 2 days and have not heard back.
Eli, Mila Adams, the accuser, was the only one to testify in both days of this trial. And on both days, the judge had to admonish her for going beyond what the question was asking her to answer. Was there ever a risk of that creating a mistrial of sorts?
And I talked to a lawyer in the courtroom, and he said in all of his decades practicing law, he cannot remember a time when a judge and a witness interacted so many times. I did ask Diggs' lawyers after the fact, hey, was there any talk of a mistrial? They said, absolutely not. They said they had 100% conviction in this case.
This bitch was a goofball. She's an insufferable, ignorant, plastic-ass bitch that Stephon Diggs wanted to put on his roster because he had the money like that. And this what goes to show you about the man and women dynamic. If you got that kind of money, you can get any bitch you want. But see, the difference between that is that you brothers, you need to stop throwing away money to trash. Like, seriously. Do someone need to smack the shit out your ass to make you realize the more you got, the more they want, especially the ones that don't give a fuck about you? She didn't give a fuck about that man. She gave a fuck about his resources. You know what I'm saying? She gave a fuck about the money. And when he was like, oh, you know what? You gotta get the fuck up out of here. That's probably why she fucking made up that fucking story. With no proof, no pictures, no evidence, no police report. Get the fuck out of here. And this went to court? This actually went to court? Okay, anyway.
Case, they really wanted to see it to the end, a decision that paid off with these 2 not guilty verdicts.
Eli, there was so much talk about money during this case. What did Diggs' lawyers have to say this afternoon about the potential that it was alluded to that he may have offered money as a settlement prior to the trial?
Yeah, he offered $100,000 for her to just shut the fuck up, take the money, and get the fuck gone. No. Her lawyers decided we're going to try to get $5.5 million about it. And it came up in court. She was stammering and stammering throughout her whole testimony. She just, the worst mistake that the prosecution did was put that dodo bird on the stand. She killed their whole fucking case. Phony crying, all kind of. This shit was just, oh my god! If y'all haven't seen it, go look it up. I'm not about to show the shit because I'm just not, because I'm just not. I'm just say that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna hold it at that. I am not going to show clips of the trial. This dodo bird was just out the will of God. And it was clear that all she was trying to do was get check her bag. That's all some of you bitches say. I'm checking the bag. I'm checking the bag. I'm checking the bag. Yeah. And as soon as you check that bag, y'all spend that bag. Y'all don't know nothing about investments. You don't know nothing. Some of y'all don't know nothing about no property. You don't know nothing about residual income. As soon as you check your bag broke. Broke is a joke. Like I said earlier in this live stream, if you ain't got $400 to $500 of emergency money just put to the side for whatever might happen, then you need to shut the fuck up. And that's the bare minimum. Some people need more. But I'm just giving you just a startup kit. You ain't got $400-$500 put up to the side for just in case? Yeah, you're a bum. Especially if you work. Especially if you make a decent amount of money. I ain't saying you got to be rich. But goddamn, you can't put $500 up without touching it. Hell, can you put $50 up without touching it? Anyway, let's finish this off.
Yeah, JC, a lot of talk of money during the two-day trial and a wide range in money as well, from $19,000 yesterday to $5.5 million, according to Diggs' lawyers today. After the fact, Diggs' lawyers are very adamant on this one, saying there was never talks of a settlement. Back to you.
Eli Rosenberg live for us outside Dedham District Court. Thank you.
Joining us tonight for further discussion is NBC 10 chief legal analyst Michael Cohen and, of course, our courtroom insider, Sue O'Connell. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
The question that I am hearing, and I think we all are during this trial, is how did we get this far? It was a very quick trial with a very quick verdict. If it was so easy for the jury of 6 to come to this conclusion, and the fact that the prosecution had 2 witnesses, one the accuser and the person she reported to at a police station, how did we end up here, Michael?
Well, there you have an accuser who stuck with her story despite having been attacked for it.
It was a smear. It was a smear campaign. Like any angry woman, almost said something else. What any angry woman wants to do to a man that is through fucking with you, instead of leaving amicably, leaving humbly, leaving quietly, you want to prove a point. You want to cry victim. You want to act like he did you so wrong. And you want to degrade him, fuck up his reputation, fuck up his money, fuck up his life. But let that been reversed. Oh, he all kind of narcissist. He's all kind of evil. He's all kind of everything. Y'all gonna pedestalize him as the son of the devil. If a man did what the fuck this bitch did. Men are tired. Men are tired of this narrative that we just supposed to just bow down to whatever the fuck you women want, say, and do. It's crazy. He didn't do shit. This broad, let me break down what this heifer did, right? In their relationship, how they got started. Stefan Diggs met her online on Instagram around 2022, right? Because she had a certain look that he liked, and that's a lot of us men's downfall. We look at certain aesthetics of a woman, and we go for it. He's a rich man, so he feel he can get whatever the fuck he can get because of his status. All right, have at it. But you ain't betting. You out here bogus. You out here slinging your shit everywhere. Hell, just last year, he had what? Not only Cardi B, he had 2 to 3 other women that was having babies the same time that Cardi B had. He had 6 children by 6 different women. There's been a known running joke with Stefan Diggs with the brothers and the men in NFL. Do not let Stefan Diggs date your sister because of how he moved. He did it to himself, you know? But the irony of it all is that he ran across a more ratchet motherfucker than him. How about that? And I'm not, going to sit here and say, oh, he's totally a victim. No. You did it to yourself, nigga. Moving to how you move, it was only a matter of time for somebody to try to stick your ass. Stick yourself, Tony. Like the motherfucking Mac. Stick yourself. Stick yourself. He stuck himself. And it stuck. And it stuck with a point where he lost a $69 million contract with the New England Patriots. As soon as that news really got out and it was going to court, they dropped his ass like a bad habit. But it's New England. So, hello. They wasn't going to fucking support him. Know the history of New England. And you understand what I'm talking about. But he had to get out of jail for free card because it wasn't that he did what she was saying. She showed and proved that she's a fucking retard and got hemmed up in cross-examinations. This trial went only 2 days. I was thinking it might last a week, maybe even 2 weeks. Nah, her dumb ass fucked it up the first 2 days. Fucked up the whole church's money. the jurors, you know, sometimes when juries like go in their chambers to try to figure out what they're gonna like call, you know, sometimes it might last 3 hours, sometimes it might last 5 hours, sometimes the jurors might have even last a week. I done seen trials like that. These motherfuckers came up with their decision in less than 2 hours. The fuck? It was over for. How she did it, she fucked it all up. Fucked it all up. But, you know, it is what it is. The truth came out. But it left a stain on him. Hopefully he might get back into the league. But what Stephon Diggs needs to do is stop fucking with these hoes. Stop fucking with these Instagram models. Stop fucking with these BBL booty bitches. Leave them alone.
A couple of cases already, Karen Reed included, that have been bungled at times. And so I think facing the public under the circumstances saying we're dropping a case against a star player, you didn't have a choice. I think he had to move forward to try and see what the jury said. And that is part of the process, right? Is to lay the facts out to a jury and see what determination they make. And it turns on credibility in this case. And she wasn't ultimately found to be very credible at all.
And Sue, I found even myself while watching the first day of this trial wondering, why am I even watching a trial? And yesterday you brought up the same good point that Michael did, that if a DA is facing this kind of accusation against a celebrity, really, he's got to see it through. But you spoke to someone today who says there's another way to handle this.
I spoke to a couple of people today who are former high-level law enforcement folks and lawyers and whatnot, and each of them said they were waiting for the evidence to show up, and when the patrolman was testified and didn't have any evidence, didn't show any investigation, didn't say he did anything except try to call Diggs, and that was it. They wanted.
There were no pictures of abuse. There was no police reports of abuse. There was no recordings of abuse. There was no video of abuse. All it was a simple case of her word against his. You a broke bitch. He rich as shit. His lawyers is caked up. They're going to make sure they get you where they need to get you. Whoever was the prosecuting lawyers, y'all need to give up y'all motherfucking quit. Just stop practicing. Go into like private investigation. I mean, go somewhere else. Just don't do lawyer shit. Cause y'all look like fools. They the ones that actually decided after day 2 to drop the case. You want to know why? Cause your fucking witness, your star witness, was uncredible. She was a piece of shit. She was just all over the place. She didn't want to answer no questions. She kept saying, I don't understand the question. Bitch, it's plain and simple what the fuck the defense lawyers was telling you. You keep saying, I don't understand. That means either you're an asshole, you're remedial, or you're lying. I say all three. Because how she was looking on the stand, I need all y'all, because I'm not showing it. All y'all need to go and watch the highlights. That bitch is a special kind of stupid. Like, for real. She a special kind of stupid. She's like touched by the energies of retardation. I don't know what the fuck she was on. And there's other shit that was in it, like the day of, she hanging out with some females and, during that time, and she dancing and prancing around the day of the alleged assault. They even turned on her. Like, no, this bitch, it looked like she was beat up. She didn't look like she was abused. And she didn't even bring up the incident. Some way, somehow, some way, she came up with this harebrained scheme to try to check a bag on this thing, because you was a half-ass chef that wasn't really a licensed chef. That y'all didn't meet like that. Y'all met off Instagram, got the hanging out, got the hunching, and then he paid you to live in his house to cook him shit. But the shit you was cooking wasn't chef worthy, from what I was hearing. I'm telling you, go look this shit up. She's a bum. One of the witnesses that testified in this case said she had made him a hot dog and left it on the counter in the kitchen that was dry. A hot dog. How do you make a hot dog that looks dry? Bitch, you don't know how to cook. You wasn't there for that. You was getting paid $2,000 a week to be in his house. Make whatever the fuck he might like and bust it down. And you fucked that up. You couldn't even accept the fucking offer that he gave you of $100,000 just to not take this to trial. You fucked that up. Now, you don't get shit. And if I was Stephon Diggs, I would sue your bum and make you pay my fucking court fees. Just on the strength. I already paid for it, but now I need you to pay for it. Because you a spiteful bitch.
Wanted to know why the district attorney didn't have the state police do an investigation of some sort. And if there was a conflict, use one of the other DA's offices with the state police, or hire a private investigator to investigate, so they could either corroborate her story or say, we can't corroborate her story. And then if the public says, why didn't you investigate this? They could say, we did. Case is open if someone has new information. There just wasn't enough evidence here. So again, another waste of taxpayers' dollars, people are saying, from the district attorney of Norfolk County, when there was no evidence here at all that was presented.
We want to talk. Mila Adams was the person who was accusing Stephon Diggs. If we can cue that up, just to give people a little idea of what she was like on the stand, because we've heard from Eli, and you mentioned as well how combative they were. Can we play a little bit of that?
Courtrooms function and especially trials unfold in a question and answer format. This is not an opportunity for you to interject your own narrative and evade responding to questions the court deems appropriate. And if you continue to do so, your entire testimony may be stricken.
Okay, so
And in my whole time watching certain trials, right, I ain't never seen, and I know a lot of people before this trial went on, they was looking at it like this, right? The jurors was a juror of 6. It was 5 women and 1 man. That right there on the outside is going to look at it like, oh shit, Stephon is fucked up. Then on top of that, the judge that was presiding over the trial was a woman. So you're like, oh, fuck. He ain't got a snowball chance in the microwave on hell in this motherfucking trial, right? This shows you just how incompetent, how irrational, how slow and remedial this woman was that wanted to take this to trial. He said, fuck it, let's go, let's just do it. I know what the fuck I did, and I know what the fuck I didn't do. So, now you want to take me to court to get money up off me? Because you mad, bitch, that you were just a part of the roster and I didn't take you serious like that? And you thought I was going to be your one? No. No. Sorry. Hate to bust your bubble. But no, bitch. You should have took the fucking payoff. But see, hopefully this will be a learning lesson for Stephon Diggs. Hopefully this will be a understanding that, bro, you fucking up. If you keep moving like this, if you keep doing shit like this, not only are you going to fuck up your bag, you're going to fuck up your legacy, and no one is going to fuck with you. Now, I know that the Patriots let him go, being scary, right? It is what it is. But goddamn it, you better hope and pray that you can stay in the business as far as being a football player. Because how many other teams is going to take the risk of how you move, bro? Move different. Pussy is not that damn important. I know it's great, feels good, you feel conquering. If that's your only wants, then you behind the 8 ball. Okay? I don't care about what anybody think about how I think and how I move. If I know you moving on bullshit time, I can't fuck with you. There's only a small circle of people that I really respect and have love for. And they know who they are. I don't have to put it out there. And those small people, that small circle of the people that I fuck with like that, they know how I am with them. So it don't need to be explained. But we all make mistakes. We all make bad decisions. We all take fashion risks and lose. But I hope that this will show him and other men. You need to move different. Stop worrying about this superficial shit. Worry about your future. Worry about your legacy. Because if you just worried about what's in between the motherfucker's legs, you already lost the game. And that's real talk. You already lost the game. Shit crazy. There's so much shit that be going on out here in the streets. It's just ridiculous. But with that being said, man, hey, look, We've approached almost 3 hours. And I try not to be on here too long, but you know how we get when we get in our little vibe. It's Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all those that are mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the real mothers that's out here in the world that recognize that it takes more than you to raise your children, whether you with that man or not. Always recognize that. And I hope that that man did whatever he could do to make your weekend, this weekend, feel special. So shout out to all the mothers. We getting ready to sign off. You are here at another episode of the Black Bottom Ronscast. I'm your host, Ross Lee. Please like, share, and if you are new, please subscribe. I want you to live as long as you want, but never want as long as you live. And with that being said, until next time, we are gone.